So stop me if you heard this before. Chicago was an absolute war zone over the holiday weekend. Yet, once again, Chicago is a mess. More than 58 people were shot this weekend alone. It's gotten so out of control that even Morning Joe Scarborough laid into Brandon Johnson. Just listen to this.
Concern is you have leaders in Chicago that see this, as you say. We've been reading about this for years now. Every weekend, and maybe crime has gone down. But, we had the mayor of Chicago on last week saying, oh, we don't need any more police officers. Police officers aren't the answer. No police officers. I think he said no 5 times.
I'm not sure what Joe is doing right here. Is he kind of pivoting away from the Democrat talking points? Because a little too late, Morning Joe. By the way, 8 people, maybe 8 or 9 people were actually killed in Chicago over the weekend. Again, a deadly Labor Day weekend. Morning Joe actually pitched a somewhat sensible solution to Chicago's crime epidemic, a suggestion so logical you'll truly have to hear it to believe it, that those words actually came out of Joe Scarborough's mouth. He's suggesting that Democrats actually try to work with President Trump. Labor Day miracle, or is this Joe Scarborough and Mika just trying to get their way back into Trump? Listen.
I actually think that J.B. Pritzker should do something radical. I think he should pick up the phone, call the president, and say, and I know you don't have the constitutional authority to deploy the National Guard here and to police my. You can do that in D.C., you can't do that in Chicago. But let's partner up. These are the most dangerous parts of my state. We would love to figure out how to have a partnership that's constitutional, that respects the sort of balance of federalism between the federal government and the state government. And let's work together.
So this goes on. This goes on for another 30 seconds or so. And I pulled this out of because I'm literally realizing what was going on right now. It's Morning Joe realizing his ratings have absolutely tanked, down by almost 50% since Trump won, because they were all over MSNBC saying Kamala Harris is going to win. Joe Biden's perfect. Oh, no, he's not so much. Kamala Harris is going to win. I'm telling you, this is how legacy media, they change when they're getting smoked. They have to change it. They can't say I changed my mind because they look like clowns. He's going to slowly try and move the ship back up towards pro-Trump. This clown, this absolute clown. I know you, Scarborough. You're full of crap. You and Mika, full of crap.